legacy, you live the legacy.
That's right.
Oh yeah, you better. Now
You gotta live the legacy.
In Chicago, so I ended up selling drugs. And I was paying the bills. You know, I was taking care of.
So I know it's excited. I know parents are excited.
Are you sure that you heard me when I was talking to you, Lord? Because in order for me to be able
and just come back. Hey, welcome. Welcome. Welcome to another. Tanya, nobody can hear you. Be quiet, girl. Welcome to another segment of Early Morning Coffee with Marvina and her BFF, Good morning, y'all.
Good morning.
When we give a voice to the voiceless and we let you say what is on your mind. Welcome. Hey, Chanel. Hey, my sissy. I need you to moderate. I need you to be on here moderating, ma'am. When you get on here, you see people coming in. I need you to welcome them. Moderate, ma'am. That's your job for today. Okay? So put down a heart or okay if you hear me. All right. Welcome. Okay, of course, I have a cup of coffee. Guess what, y'all? I tried this new coffee. This new coffee from Walmart. It's caramel and nut, something caramel and nut, some. But it's good. I'm telling y'all, it's great value. It's great value is coming up. I like great value. I like Walmart stuff, but this one is delicious. And I use just original cream. I did not do anything particular. Of course, I use my sugar. I'm still here looking at myself. Yeah, I decided to start wearing contacts. Check it out. I know they're like, y'all like, where her glasses at? Good morning, Cindy. Good morning, cousin. Good morning. I love you. I miss you. Well, before I get on here and start acting a fool like I always do, I want to go ahead on and introduce to some and present to other my BFF. Which way you will? Yvonne. Good morning, Yvonne.
Good morning, everybody. I see everybody tuning in this morning. Chanel, Cindy, Miss
Yes.
Vicky. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, my prophetess.
Before we get started, I'm drinking. I'm sitting in the back seat of my car too, guys. So bear with me. It's that time of the year, so I'm back on the road again for baseball season with my grandsons. But I am drinking. I don't think you guys can see this. I got to move it the right way. I'm drinking some coffee this morning with a couple of shots of hazelnut and some equals. So I'm back on my no sugar, and I had to put some sugar back in my diet, but I'm taking it back out, but not so drastically, just a little bit at a time. Don't be laughing.
Which is good. I'm happy.
Yeah, just a little bit at a time, but that's what I'm doing this morning. So I know I look a little dark, trying to get the lighting and everything together. So I'm gonna get me a ring light for my car that'll go on my laptop, and then I'm gonna find me a portable internet that won't be so expensive that I can use as I go. But that's where I'm at this week. Look at Marvina
Well,
blinking
we
them
know
eyes.
you.
Get it together.
I'm trying to figure out how to see.
I know. I see you blinking like
Girl,
Like,
these things is weird. I mean, I get it. You got to get used to them, but I'm like, this is weird. It feels weird because first of all, I'm nearsighted and farsighted. So it's like trying to adjust to where I'm looking at. I'm looking at the screen, and then I'm sitting here trying to look far. It's not working out. So anyway, God bless me. I'm trying to
blink
do
one time
different. I'm
before
trying
you
to do
get up,
different.
blink three times if you gotta go.
Whatever. Anyway, BFF, girl, what's going on out there? You want to talk to us? Tell us about for this next 4 minutes.
So let me say this. Let me say this to you guys. Public service announcement. I know the kids are out of school for the summer, but there's still summer school. There's summer school and school events that will require them to be on the bus. Guys, stop passing these buses. Stop driving around these buses. Stop passing these buses. Last year in the this school season that we just finished, there were 111 kids across the country that were killed because people drove
Wow.
around the bus. 111. And then in Henry County, Georgia, there was a young lady that was sentenced. She hit and killed a little girl last year. And she was sentenced. She was sentenced to 15 and a half years, of which 8 years she must serve in prison. Just let that sink in. She's a young girl, and she was late for work, so she decided to drive around the bus. Even after the stop sign was out, the bus driver was laying on the horn, and she still decided to do that. So
Wow.
that was really heavy on my heart. When I read that and I looked up the statistics, and one child is too many, let
Yeah.
alone and 11, because we're rushing. Everything in our lives have become, I like to call it instant coffee. You
Yeah.
if you have to be at work at 7, so you walk out your door at 6:45, knowing doggone well that you got a 45-minute drive. You want everything instant, but these kids' lives matter. They have a right to be on these roads, and that big yellow bus is carrying some of our most precious cargo. So that's all that I had to
I'm a
say.
fan. I'm a fan of being on, not on time, over the time, before the time. I'm one
Before the
thing. I'm
time.
a fan of that. Before the times, and all this rushing around. But just think about this young lady has 8 years, but this child is gone. Her mother don't have no more years. So I get it. We do.
Exactly.
We got to pay attention to you know um laws. There's a reason why laws is
Mhm.
for us. When the stop sign come out, don't try to rush and hit the stop and go past because we have to just realize that these children are, they got to get off and on these buses too, and their
Mhm.
lives are valuable. And I appreciate you for bringing that up because one thing I know, I want to make sure when my grandchildren, now I don't have any babies anymore, but my grandchildren are safe. One,
That's
I
right.
even know of an incident, even though this wasn't someone that hit this young man, but I know my niece's nephew got off the bus and got up and went and had a ball, and the ball went up under the bus, and
Mm.
he went after the bus, and the bus driver did not know, even though everybody was beeping, beeping, beeping. Um, the bus rolled over the baby, and of course he passed away. But I'm just saying, the children's lives are so valuable. We got to watch our
Mhm.
children, and for us to just want to rush around here and not care about their lives and children that's getting off these buses and stuff is very important. Because when I
Right.
worked at Amazon, I couldn't stand riding behind these buses. They stopped every stop. But
Yeah.
they have rights. You know what I'm saying? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
And exactly. I love that, Cindy. Exactly. I feel the same way. Yeah, I read that what she
Microwave
says.
microwave people. I like that.
Yep, I
Mhm.
like
She
that.
said they want to get in 30 seconds in life. They need to
Mm,
recognize that lives matter. They drive crazy on the highways without a concern for anyone but themselves. That is so true. That's
it's
so
so
true. And then
true.
something else?
It's so true.
Think about the kids on the bus that witnessed that incident. And I'm one of those kids. Remember, I told you what happened to me, Carla
Yeah.
DeSoto. and I can't think of remember Carmen, Carla DeSoto and her best friend Carmen. They got off the bus when we were kids, and and the police came around the bus and hit them. No emergency or
Yeah,
anything. Right over there by the
but
church, actually.
that's
Yeah.
exactly what. That's exactly everybody in a rush. Well, anyway,
Mm-hmm.
let's go ahead on and get on to our segment here. All right,
Yeah.
so a lot of us don't understand things that and they label we and I find it mostly as a Christian when we learn things we label things we don't understand things and I'm so
Mm-hmm.
excited about this guest because she's going to give some enlightenment and as a Christian, we always kind of try to voodoo things. Things ain't right. This and that. But we all have gifts. We have gifts of prophecy. We have gifts of teaching. We have gifts in preaching. We have gifts of. There's a lot of gifts out here, and she gave her gift, and she's giving her gift to a lot of people. I would love, I'm excited and I am ecstatic that she decided to come on and empty her bag and give some enlightenment on today, which our topic is. I don't know if y'all know. Uh, I'm just not going to talk about her. But right after this, I'm going to let y'all see, bring in this beautiful young lady and let her give her hope and strength and give y'all a better
I'm
understanding on
excited.
what she do. I'm excited. So listen
Yeah.
after this commercial.
Hello, my name is Felice Matlock Brown. I'm a wife, a mother, a sister, a daughter, and a friend. And most important, I am a Christian and I believe in God. In church, when I would hear the words tarot cards or readings, I felt like it was something spooky or even taboo. Yet, I had reached a point in my life's journey that something needed to change. I began working with Sister Tonya, first with an Akashic reading, followed by 12 weeks of coaching. Sister Tonya took me on an awesome journey of self-discovery and understanding my spirituality in a way that has changed my life forever. I can't thank Sister Tonya enough for her gifts and how she has used them with me and others. I appreciate her so much.
Good morning, good morning, good
Good morning.
morning. Good morning, Sister Tanya.
Good morning, ladies.
We're excited. We thank you for doing this. Let me tell y'all something. I met this young lady at where we work. We work together. Even though we don't work together in the same company, we work together in the same atmosphere, the airport. And she came to me and we clicked we clicked. We are sisters. We are, and I love her. I appreciate her for doing this. And before we get started, I want to know you got that beautiful cup. What's in your cup? What you drinking on?
Oh, okay. So I'm a tea person. I'm an herb person. And these days, I'm always balancing my hormones. I don't want
Mm.
to be somebody that experiencing hot flashes and different things that come along with getting to be an older lady. So I manage that with what's in my cup. So today I had St. John's bush and hibiscus flowers with manuka honey.
Mm.
Wow.
So we gotta talk about that. Well,
I was
we'll
getting
be in
ready.
the
We need to
bathroom
talk
talking
after
about
this
that
show.
really soon. Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
So, Sister Tanya, I already said your name. They already said it. Can I ask you a question?
please.
What's in your bag, girl? Tell me what is in your bag.
So today I come to talk to you about the Akashic Records. So basically, the Akashic Records is a huge energy database that contains information on every soul God invented.
Mm.
When God invented
What's that?
us, He invented each and every one of us with a set of instructions and specific gifts. So a lot of us are out here not living according to those instructions or those gifts.
Mm.
So it's time now for all of us to step into that. So what's happening is God has assigned specific people to give you your information so that you can go. Yeah. So that's where we access your information with your permission only to give it to you. In the fifth dimension, the Akashic Records. People always refer to it as a library, and it's been my experience with those records that it is sort of like a library.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So how do you do
Akashic
it?
Records.
And
How
every religion speaks about this in their doctrine. The Bible speaks of it and tells you there's a book that contains information about you and records everything you're doing, and you have to be accountable for it at a specific time. Yeah,
hmm So
yeah.
come on
Wow.
with it. Talk. So where do you come in at? Show me how. Talk to me.
So I noticed that each record reader is not responsible for the whole world, and any and everybody can't come to me to ask me to access their records. I noticed that I'm actually assigned to specific people. Each record reader is assigned to specific people, and nobody can come to you unless you're responsible for opening up their records. It's funny like that.
Oh, wow. Oh wow.
Yeah.
So
And
is that
wherever
the
these
reason why
people are
you?
in the world, God will
Mm,
assemble me with them at the right time when it's time for them to open and step into their gifts and everything.
Okay. So if I
So
come
I
to
was
you and say I
so
need a
how
reading,
so okay, so how do people does that person do they reach out to the person that God has assigned them to, or does that person reach out to?
They reach out to us and they don't even know why they're reaching out to us when they're reaching out to us. It's funny like that sometimes.
Wow,
really,
okay.
You ever meet
really.
somebody and you say, this is not an accident meeting. Everything about us is clicking together. We say the same things. Our lives are parallel. There's no accident. God assembles people when it's time with who he needs to assemble you with, even as a mate.
So I can't just say, okay, I want you to give me a reading.
So in
You
dealing with
gotta
the
feel
Akashic
connected.
records, how does
Do
one,
you hear
because this
me?
is I love things like
Hello,
this.
hello.
I love
I asked
things like
that
this.
question.
So when dealing with the Akashic records, say for example, if it's someone that God has ordained you
Oh,
to meet with and go over their record,
hello.
how does that can you give us an idea of how does that start off? How does that first meeting go? Does that make sense?
Like this. Whoever's on this call under the sound of our voice, they made it in here because their life has something to do with mine in this moment.
Mm,
So if you're on this call, I'm more than likely I'm responsible for the information. People whose information I'm not responsible for, they can make it today when here. Or they won't call me. They'll hear this and won't do anything for them.
Hmm.
okay.
They'll feel
Can you hear
compelled to
me?
call me. They can't resist it. Or they may have been thinking about this or something like this before they came to this call, or they may have had a dream or something that they should find a person like this, and then here I am on this call. Things like that will let you know.
So
Okay.
Cindy want to know how it work.
So what
So
happens is
mhm.
I take four pieces of information from you. Your name now, your name at birth, your place of birth, and your date of birth. And I go and visit the records and pull down all your information and I get it like a download. And I use a form with a lot of different things on it that I have to write and record when I come by those records. Specific things we're looking for you, and then I call you to tell you it's ready. And we take 2 hours together over the telephone for me to give you everything and for me to answer all your questions. And we record it and it flies right into your email so you have it forever. But I do have your paperwork. So if something happens to your email or your recording, I can make you another one. All of them get filed with me and nobody ever sees it. I keep it, you know. I have some in storage. They're not even with me.
Mhm.
That if those people call right now, I gotta go to Alabama and get it out of my
Mhm.
storage to find the paperwork. So it's very
Wow.
private. Nobody else will see the information. Only me.
Wow.
So and
Okay.
as far as can you
So,
hear me? Can you hear me, Yvonne?
are you
Yvonne,
only able? I know that you said that you're only able to
let
access
me.
records of those who come to you or seek you out. What does some of the information in the records look like?
Well, one thing I first have to find out when I go to your records, if you really want this to happen. I have to ask that first. And if I
Mhm.
get the answer no, they're asking you, but they really don't want it, I have to stop right there. If
Mm.
the next thing, if they say you really want it, and then the next thing I have to find out is if you're hiding your information and playing games using a soul mask and stuff like that,
Mhm.
that means maybe you don't want it either. So when I move in to remove those things and they don't come off, I have to call you back to tell you I can't access your information. Here's back your money.
Okay.
Or
Okay,
if
so
I'm going to look for you and the records are telling me, I don't know what you're talking about. We don't have nothing like that. I don't know what you're speaking to. It's not a person. We don't have this. I have to call you back and say, look here, nice meeting you. Nothing's going to happen. You know,
yeah, I got a question because like I know you and I have spoken, and you said to me you wanted to go ahead on and do my reading. You said you want to do one for me. So is it? Do you know exactly when you
Tanya,
speaking
can you
to a
hear
person?
Marvina?
Yeah, she can hear me. You can't hear me. Tell her you can hear me, Tanya. So if the person that like me, if a person come to you and they speak to you, how you know this is the person that that basically you supposed to do this reading to? Or is it that they ask you first and then you know? You know what I'm saying? Are you connected? Do you know a connection in that?
99.999% of the time, I can know before they know. When, for me, when someone is this clear, right? Because I spent my whole life as a vegan, although I'm
Mm-hmm.
not doing that now, and I'll tell you why. I spent my whole life not eating dead animals, not drinking sugar. 37 years, I didn't eat sugar, white flour, stuff like that. When you start living that clean, you're gonna get all kind of amazing messages. All your gifts are gonna blossom and open up. So I actually work with people too to get them cleared out so that they can access and powerfully use their gifts too. But yes, when
Mm,
somebody comes around me, I already know, oh, this is why I had to come in here. I see her.
mm-hmm.
I,
Mm-hmm.
I got her.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm very curious because I know, you said some things to me about me, you doing one with me, and I told you my situation with a tarot reader that basically did not tell me. She gave me information, but she didn't continue to tell me everything that I needed to hear. And you said that y'all are really not responsible to tell everything. So if you read into my future and you find that it won't be deficit to tell me that this something's going to happen, do would you tell me? Would you let me know? Like, say for instance, I know you say employment. You would talk to people about their employment, where they're going. What if they die before that? You know what I'm saying? Is that something that you would tell? Is that something that you talk about?
Okay, so that's a whole different kind of reading than the Akashic Records. The
Okay.
Akashic Records
Mhm.
tells you who you are, why you're here, what your gifts are, and how you can
Okay.
use those gifts to create abundance. I'm also able to see if there's anything that's keeping you from being able to step into that. And then there's a clearing process that cleans all of that up.
Oh,
That clearing process
oh,
is like
Mm.
5 to 7 pages long, depending on what we
Wow.
clean it up.
oh. So this has nothing
Mm.
to do with reading nobody's future. Because I want you to clear this up with A, because I know people thinking when they say tartar, they think cards, they think witchcraft, they think
Terror.
this, that, and the
Mhm.
other, tarot, they think all of that. I want you to clear up to them, to everyone, basically the difference, and which I think you already did, but
I
you're not
didn't.
no.
Let me give it to you.
Okay.
So, people like me who are blessed with the gift of giving you hidden information, we may use different ways of doing that, different modalities. So, what basically happens is we're receiving our messages from the Most High. Okay. Some readings, they're receiving it from your ancestors. So depending
Wow.
on what kind of, and we know who we speaking to, we don't let all.
Ah, come
Oh,
back on.
that's the good part.
Come
That's the
back
good
on.
stuff.
Yeah. When she started talking about the
Uh,
ancestors and things like that, that was like the good part. I wanted her to
yes.
hear.
There
Did she
she
go?
come.
Go ahead. Say it again. Go ahead.
Yes.
We were waiting on you.
Oh.
That she's using her phone. She's using her phone. She's not using her laptop. So y'all know that she's not one of them
Not one of
tartar
them. Yeah.
readers that telling you, oh, this is about your future, and this is about what this card is telling you, that you shouldn't be in a relationship. It's not like that. Basically,
Mhm.
she's more telling you your career, your success, with what's blocking you, what's making you not get there. It could be something in your growth, what happened back then, that's trying to stop you from getting where you at right now. So I just wish, I'm praying that she get back on here, because I got some more questions. And I think this would, and everyone that's on here right now, I believe that this will help you.
Yeah.
I believe she can help you if you having issues with that.
Here she comes.
Hello, ma'am. Dang,
Oh
she
my
keep
goodness.
going back out.
So till she comes, so it's
Keep,
called the Akashic Records. I had started
yeah.
reading up on this, so I'm so excited about this. There she is.
There it is.
Okay, so this is a sheet that I use when I'm looking into your Akashic records and I'm filling out this whole sheet. And when I call you, I'm going to talk to you about everything's concerning your soul profile. I don't interact with your soul,
Ooh.
I just interact with the information about your soul. So essentially, the Akashic records reading is a soul reading, but it tells you who you are, why you're here, what your gifts are, and how you can use those gifts to create abundance, because everybody is here to not struggle, to be comfortable in every aspect of their life, but they make choices against why they're here, and that's what causes their issues. And they don't know that they're doing that. So now I'm
Wow.
able to read to you to tell you what choices you've been making, why, and everything. But by the time I talk to you, I cleaned it up already for you with that clearing. But I'm just telling you what I found and then what you're going to need to be doing to stay inside of that going forward.
Man,
Yeah.
I got a question for her for that. Oh my goodness. Oh
I
my
be wanting to get everybody a laptop so they can do these things. Oh, oh. And
oh my goodness.
Cindy, you said place the name in the chat, please. She said place the name in the chat. What name? Her name? Are you asking for her name,
Sister Tanya,
Cindy?
my name is Sister Tanya.
Yeah, she said chat. Please place the name in the chat, please.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
Sister Tanya,
You
if
can
that's
put
what you
my phone
asking
number.
me.
People can just call me. So,
Yeah. Let me just, since you wanted that much, contact Sister Tanya. This a number
Oh,
thank
she
you.
said
right
what she
there,
does is what she
or what she
Akashic
does.
Oh, Akashic Record reading.
Records.
Okay. So,
You got
to
it?
answer your question, we use
Uh-huh.
different ways to get
Let me
people's
make sure I'm spelling
information.
it right.
If someone wants to use cards or rocks or something to speak to you about what they're hearing and receiving from the divine information source about you, that's what they're going to use. The divine, um, infinite divine source, people call it all kind of stuff. The Native Americans call it Great Spirit. Black people call it God. You know, Christians call it God. Jewish people call it something else. So, but this divine source, right, that's responsible for all of us, is who feeds the information to people open enough with those gifts, or who have been, Christians would say, ordained for that job, will receive the information and give it to you. But we're not supposed to access people's information and just start walking up to people and giving them it. We're not supposed to do that. That's the like spiritual rape of someone. You don't do things like that. If someone
Mm-hmm.
don't come to us and ask us for help and have an agreement, we can't do stuff like we're not supposed to. So if
Not
somebody does
supposed to.
that to you, don't go with them.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
calling them. They
Okay.
say they like those things we get on sometimes even on TikTok. They be like, I pulled your card and when I
Yeah.
pulled your card, it told me some this, that, and the other. And I'm like, what are you talking about? How you pull a card on me? You don't know me. I don't get it.
Right.
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the good news is that their Akashic Records is sealed. It's very private, and not
Wow.
everybody can access them. You have to be specifically attuned to that frequency. You have to be like
Mm-hmm.
given permission and selected for that. And also, it's a heavily guarded place, believe it or not.
Mm.
And to get past
Mm-hmm.
there, there's certain phrases I have to say, there's certain questions I have to ask to come in and be able to access your information.
That's
So
deep.
let me ask you this. So were you born, so were you, when you said that special access, so were you born with this gift, or was it in life where you decided that this was something that you wanted to look into and become more attuned to?
I was born with every gift. And I don't need no cards, I don't need no rocks, and I don't need no stones to read nobody when they ask me. I got the stones and the cards so people will
Mm-hmm.
feel comfortable and they think that that's what's reading them, because people
Oh.
get scared when you just talking to them and you know everything and they don't, they get scared. So that's when I
Mm-hmm.
was being trained how to use my gifts. They said to me, people are scared of you. Stop just telling them everything. Get something in your hand and move it around so that people can think that that's what's reading them, and they won't be
Mm.
scared of you.
Wow.
So that's the inside job there. Okay. So they want to see symbols. They want to see stuff. So when they pulling out
Yeah.
cards, it's see, y'all don't understand. Pick that phone up. All right,
Sorry.
get it together, girl. Get it together. So my question for you is now once I get this reading and get everything that you say, I think you have steps afterwards. What's the steps afterwards that you take once you get the readings done to get you on course? Or do you just leave them out there to tell them this is what you do and you better get it done? So do you got a course? What do you do?
Okay, so one thing I want to mention is as soon as this clearing happens, you know
Mm-hmm.
it ASAP. All
Wow.
kind of everything just like click, 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 click to line up with you ASAP. And I tell people, when I do this to you, within 2 weeks, you're gonna be experiencing all kind of stuff with your life coming together. Wait and call me back. You get another free 1 hour call with me to open all this up and discuss this. It's part of your package,
Wow.
right? But people never listen. They always call the next day and they all leave with the same phrase. Girl, guess what? And I said, uh-huh, what happened? And I tell them, don't call me for 2 whole weeks now. But
2
nobody don't
weeks.
listen. And I don't care. Because I understand
Yeah.
what they're dealing with. They call me every single
Yeah.
week. Guess what happened today? So stuff is gonna start happening ASAP. And I'm here with you to
Wow.
guide you. I'm here for that. So
Love
what
it.
happens next is you can go into a 6 weeks of training with me and coaching to open up everything that's happening to you, how to start a business using your gifts, because that's what you're supposed to
Wow.
be doing. Your gifts are with you for you to heal something in the world. Do y'all hear that?
Yeah,
Uh
my
huh.
my
I
computer.
do.
Soon as you started talking, my other computer just popped on. I don't know what
My
that was, but go
Somebody
ahead.
don't
mine.
want y'all to get
My,
this
my phone
information.
jumped.
Something ain't right, but I'm like
Thought
starting
it
to
was
feel a
Some,
just
little
me.
funny.
but
Okay.
sometimes for me, my frequency is so high that televisions don't watch for me. Um, Computers, I get in front of them, they roll around, and then somebody else will come in and go right in. So I usually have the issue
Wow.
sometimes with frequency like this.
Baby,
If it's
my
Wow.
computer behind me just popped on, and I don't even know why. I didn't press no button. I ain't touch it. Just popped on. It started saying, "Damn!" I'm saying to myself, "Wait a minute."
welcome to
And
my
mine, I'm
world.
getting this
And so
echo and this
that's
vibration.
the reason why I have to now eat certain things and can't be a vegetarian with that clean diet no more, because the spaces I'm supposed to be going into now have a lower vibrational frequency. And if some vibration is not matching with mine, it can't even be in my space. So if somebody's
Wow,
not vibrating on the
Wow.
same frequency, they can't even call me, they can't even speak to me. So because so many people are in trouble, and they're not so ready yet, I have to lower my frequency so that they can reach me.
Wow.
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 That's. I mean, I ain't
I
trying to be
can't
funny,
even.
but I got a little chills right here because I get it, And these
Yeah.
gifts, a lot of people don't understand. They think it's wicked and all that stuff, but God gives us gifts, and when you tap into your gifts, no one understands. We thinking,
Yeah.
well, the world's supposed to understand what our gifts are, but be honest, that's not the way God works. He don't give us gifts for us to understand. That's what kind of separate us from everybody.
He
Mm-hmm.
don't
And our
give you
teaching
gifts for
is
other people to understand and label it.
right,
Mm.
He gave
right.
it to you.
Wow.
They didn't.
They didn't exactly. They
Right.
didn't give it to us, so
That's
it's hard
right.
for you to get it. But it gives me a little chills because a lot of the stuff that you feel it, I kind of got it. I get it. It's like I get it. I'm not saying I'm where you at now. That's not what I'm saying. But I get it. I I
Market is
understand the
full of that.
difference. Yeah, I understand that. You feel different. So
I
I
don't
don't know
feel
if
different.
anybody out there.
I don't feel
I do.
different. It's just that other people may view me as different because they never learned. Their learning is like this when it comes to
That's right.
religion. They only practice their own religion. If they're Jehovah Witness, which I have clients who are Jehovah Witnesses and been Jehovah Witnesses too. I have clients that have been Jewish, Muslim, everybody comes to me for this work.
Yeah.
Um, and they only learn that their religion is the right way, everything else is wrong or toxic, and that's not.
No, I never thought that. I find that every religion or whatever, it all kinds of fits together.
Yes, it
You might
does.
have some things, yeah, it all is like a puzzle. Everybody, I don't ever think that my way and the way I was taught was the right way. And nothing out here ever told me that, as far as my spirit concerns. But the people in itself that
Let me
teaches
see if
me,
I change
they
something.
want you to think that. They want you to think that their way is the only way, which I don't believe.
Mm-hmm.
That's why God separated us like that. We were separated because at one point we were speaking the same language. Now he had to separate us so we don't. So I get it. And the reason why I say I feel different is because I ain't tapped into I'm nowhere near tapped into where you at. So, I don't know in the beginning when you first really started recognizing, did you feel a little different back then?
Oh,
Because I mean, you've been in this for a while. This ain't something
Yeah.
that you just picking up today. But for me, I'm soul searching. And me and my BFF talking about that yesterday, just yesterday.
Yes.
I'm literally soul searching. I'm not just surfacing anything, and I'm stopping the pointing out the outside world and making them my problem. I'm looking at where I'm at.
Yeah.
And I see some feelings and difference in even the way I carry myself.
Right.
A lot of people are looking at me and saying, "You different. You acting funny. You acting." I'm not acting no way. That's the problem. I'm not acting anymore. That's the main
Mm-hmm.
thing. And when you start self loving and loving self, and not trying to introduce yourself to everyone else as entertainment, then everybody see you as different. But my thing for you is, once a person get this, and I seen the testimony that this young lady gave. She
It
said
didn't
that once
play.
she
It
came,
was no sound. I didn't see it play. It was like
oh,
stuck
it
or
played
something.
on our side.
Oh,
Oh
good.
yeah.
Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, we heard it. I heard it. I think my audience heard it. Maybe it's something on our, because sometimes, like you said, your frequencies ain't gonna be right.
No, don't say
Mm-hmm.
they ain't gonna be right. That's the wrong language, and we got to be careful with
Okay,
language, especially when we put
okay,
it on other people. I take
okay.
that
Say it
very
again.
seriously.
Your Okay. You said your free the wait. How did you say it?
With
Your computer
technology, my frequency is so
technology? Yeah,
high that a lot of times
that's
these things be rolling
exactly
around or they glitch.
right.
And for like
Mm-hmm.
20 something years, I couldn't watch TV because every time I come in front of the TV, it get all
Wow.
those little things like snow. Then I leave the room, it's clear. I come back, it's snow. So for a long time, I didn't bother with TV because of that.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that
See,
explains what happened earlier. I couldn't hear Marvina. So I'm asking questions, but Marvina looked like she was frozen on that side and everything. And my phone was buzzing, but there was nothing there.
All of the
yeah.
above. All of the above.
All of the above. Okay, so
Wow.
that's what. So, like you said, you got to think about what you say. It's the way you speak out in the atmosphere. I
And don't
get it.
Mm,
allow people to speak into your life like that, even like an
that's right.
accident or a joke. Don't allow it because the
That's
universe
right.
don't know the difference between an accident or a joke. It's gonna just
Come on.
start delivering. And I'm a person that I'm
Mm,
so clear that everything I say gets delivered ASAP. And everything somebody might say about me gets delivered on me ASAP. So I can't allow that. I'm open. My frequency is this is the high speed internet where I'm concerned.
yes.
Information comes to me right away. It's no block. It don't take 14 days. Nothing like that. It's ASAP.
And she telling the truth, because let me tell you, we
Come
were
on,
in the
Sister
bathroom.
Tonya.
When she come in and talk to me, and I'll say something right, she'll correct me in a minute. Wait a minute. That's
Yes.
not. You shouldn't. Don't. That ain't. And I get it. It makes a lot of sense.
Buy a book, everybody. Buy this book. The Wisdom of Florence Scovel, S
Put
C
it
O
in,
V E
Yvonne.
L, Shin, S
Okay,
H
hold on.
I N N. The Wisdom of Florence Scovel Shin. It'll teach you all about that and help you to change that. Then you'll be able to become someone with adding everything else you're supposed to clear out, you'll be able to be someone who can speak and have it happen and show up right now. I teach
Woo.
whole sessions on
Mm,
manifestation and all of that. People think they can just learn how to manifest. It don't go like that. You got work to
Mm,
do
mm-mm.
to clear out your empty, your broken, your
mhm,
tragedies, your what they calling this now, your trauma. You got to clear all that out to be able to be a powerful
mm.
manifester. You
Wow.
can't be walking
It's-
around mad at somebody for something they did to you 20 years ago. You
Come on
can't be
now.
worried about
Woo.
the future. It ain't get here. You can't be nobody like that and manifest. You got to get
That's
all
I'm
the
right.
sorry. You
certain
so
things got to
true.
be cleared out, cleaned out. You got to be set up in a different frame of mind in order to become a powerful manifester. And the first thing you need to learn is how to use language. But that book will teach you that.
I'm
Tell,
getting
tell
it.
me the name again. The Wisdom of Florence
Scoville Shin.
Scovel. Spell that for me.
Scovel. Second word Shinn. She was a science of the mind Christian, and she was teaching this kind of thing along with Neville Goddard and all those people in like the 1920s.
Mm. Woo.
Back
I'm getting
So
so
when,
excited
back
about
when,
this
when.
today.
Yeah, I'm excited about this. This is something that I'm gonna get. I'm looking forward to it because
Yes.
it's been resonating in me ever since I've really been walking this thing alone. What I mean by that is not having my children in the house and me being, it was scary at first, but see, some things are starting to resonate into me that I'm really looking forward to manifesting, and I'm going to get this book. So I really would like to read it. So we making sure
I'm
we send
definitely
that
getting
off.
it.
Yes, we're gonna get this book. We're gonna get this one. So I know
Okay.
y'all, yeah, there's some people out here that got any questions. So of course I told you she want if y'all want to get in touch with her, with Sister Tanya, I'm gonna put her phone number back out here. She would love for you to give her a call.
I
And
will.
that number is, go ahead, and that number is Tanya. Speak it.
404-421-7771.
You know what I love about your phone number? 7771.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Land of completion.
Yes.
777. Okay. Y'all, if y'all Christians, y'all know what 77, y'all know what seven means. Y'all know understand what seven means.
You know what I want to
If
say
you
about your sorry, Katrin. You know what I want to say when you said that you start changing and other people don't accept you anymore? That's how it's supposed to happen. When you change your frequency,
That's
you
right.
start vibrating higher, you start
Hmm.
vibrating on the frequency of other people who are higher. So that's why, for me, for my whole life, I've been one thing. I've been a hairstylist. So I have my own private practice with the same clients for 25 years, but I also did hair and Broadway film and TV for that long too. But the clients I had, every one of those women was like me.
Mm.
wow.
So I didn't
Wow.
know about all of the trouble that black women were in because I didn't have black women around me that were like
Wow.
that. Everybody was a super
Wow.
vegan. Everybody was working in their gifts. Everybody was an entrepreneur. Everybody was married well. I didn't know about all these women out
Wow.
here with the fibroids and this and that. I didn't know. I was in a
And now
bubble.
you
Wow.
do.
I
Yeah,
was
now
in a
you do.
bubble
And
for 25 years, but it was an
wow.
amazing bubble because it was feeding me and it was feeding them. And it was really good, nice exchange.
Wow.
Wow.
So you know we out here, and I'm saying we because I don't want to separate myself from any woman, but we're out here that needs that help. I know we do, and I'm
Hmm.
welcoming y'all to go ahead on and get in touch with Sister Tanya. See, maybe I believe she can help you. Especially the ones that's on here that feel like they want the help, and then she'll let you know if you part of it. She probably tell y'all not to call her if she don't feel you. Yeah,
I never had to do that because I feel like nobody's never going to come to me that don't belong here. And I pray
yeah.
that
I'm
all the
just
Mm.
time.
saying.
Don't bring anybody or anything to me that doesn't belong with me. And don't take me anywhere where I don't belong. And that's just how I live. And that's what
I love
happens all the
that.
time. So when I go somewhere, I know that that's where I'm supposed to be.
Supposed
So
to
I
be.
don't
Wow.
question it. I don't get crazy about I want to be somewhere else.
So they call you for your program, which you have a program. How long is
Yes.
the program?
It's 6 weeks at a time.
Okay. And
Yeah.
they get in, and they should be able to come in and start the program. And of course the ones that's coming on and seeing this, you say WITB, what's in the bag. She might give you a little discount or something because she's in there loving on us like this. But if not, y'all understand. Let her know that y'all learned, from her from what's in the bag, and she'll discuss whatever goes on afterwards. I don't want to put all the business out there because we talked about it already, and we're gonna talk a little more afterwards. I'm
Uh-huh.
excited for y'all, the ones that will contact her, and let
I'm
me
going
say
to
something. Y'all think, look, I'm putting my hands up. Y'all think because y'all in these certain these relationships with God that she can't help you or it's gonna be against your religion. That's not how it happens.
It's not.
It's
It's
not
not
like
like
that.
that.
It's not like that. Okay. So
And
don't
not
think
on,
it's
and
what
sorry to cut you in, but not pray. Ask your God or whoever you pray to or
Hmm.
deal with if something is for you or not. Everything you get ready to do, whether it's with me or anybody or anything. Before you buy a couch, pray and find out.
where's
Does that item belong in your house?
That's right.
exactly. Exactly.
That's right.
Does this for me? Is this what does this make? What will this do to help me? All the worst comes to worst is you're gonna find out some things about yourself. Maybe you become
Exactly.
more successful. Maybe that career that you've been trying to find out that you've been wanting and why you ain't getting it. Maybe that'll be an answer there for you. Why you
There's
That's
no
haven't
right.
maybe.
I'm
You
just
will.
There
saying to
will
these
be an
folks
answer there
because
for you.
yeah,
Because that's just the way
they're
this works. You will. There's no
yes, you
maybe or
will.
none of that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm saying these folks, I'm talking to these folks that sits on here and don't understand that there is a way to see the self. Hello. Oh my God. I don't even want to call her my childhood friend. Can you drop the name of the book in the comments? Hello.
I,
Yes, I
I
think
dropped
it's
it in
already
there.
in there. The name,
Hmm.
what's the name? Which book you talking about? The last book, I think. The
The
last
Wisdom
Wisdom
of
of
book.
Florence
Florence
Scovel
Scovel
Shinn.
Shinn.
Did you put it in there, Yvonne?
I did. Let me copy and paste it again. Will it let me copy and paste it? No, I'll write it in there again. Oh, there it is. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. I have a quick question for you, Sister Tanya. When you're doing the reading,
Hmm.
do you run across people who are not willing to receive what you're
Mhm.
telling them?
So far, I have not. Because you know why? When something is your own information, you can
Mm.
feel that. It's going to
Woo.
resonate with you. And every
Yes.
single thing I say to you, you're going to say, yeah, because you know what was happening? Wow, now I see what else. This makes sense now.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
love
Okay,
I
let me
wanted
you.
to.
just say this.
Look. I knew that
One
you could see that you were the only person that could say it.
one lady came to me. She was a shaman because in the beginning,
Wow.
when I started this practice, making it available to people, I only had people like me, other
Mm-hmm.
readers, shamans, high level Rosicrucianers, high level masons, bishops. That was the only people that was coming to me at that time.
Wow.
Wow.
So now I'm starting to get other people, like I say, regular people, but I'm realizing they're not regular people. They're like them, but they just didn't tap in yet, and it's time. They're on that
Woo.
level, but they didn't do their work yet, and that's why Spirit is assembling them with me for them to start. I'm seeing that. But nevertheless, she was a shaman. And she said to me, "This information is incredibly accurate. How are you? What did you?" I said, "Well, the first thing that happens is I start seeing a little movie about people when I start connecting to their records, and I gotta sit there and
Wow.
wait for the movie to finish so I could just now come out and write on the
Wow.
sheet all the
Wow.
information, right?" So she said, "Well, did you see a movie about me?" I said, "Yeah, I did." She said, "Well, you wasn't gonna tell me about that movie." I said, "Oh, I usually don't tell people about the movie." She said, "Don't do that. Tell people about the movie part." She said, "What did you see?" So I said, "When I saw you, I came out. I was in a closet and I came out, and right in front of me was books, a bookshelf. So I know when I go somewhere and I see books, I know now I have the information." So I said, I was a little
Wow.
girl next to another little girl. We was looking out, and there was a man coming in the room. He had a military uniform on, and he was mean and he was being abusive to a lady who was sitting crying on the bed. But then who I guess I was you, and the other little girl came out and said, "Hey, don't do that," and start defending the lady and everything like that. And she said, "That's exactly what was happening. My father was doing that to my mother all the time. And only me and my sister were the only two that would be defending my mother." She said, "You
Wow.
saw that?" And I said, "Yeah, I saw that."
Wow.
So different
Wow.
things like that happen, and the person gonna tell me that's exactly what happened.
Wow. That's
Ooh.
deep.
Ooh, I
Yeah.
can't
That's
wait.
deep. I can't wait to see what my movie sound like.
I
she
know.
gone. She gone. She
Oh
gone.
my goodness.
Y'all, I am so excited about this one, y'all. Um, I know that it's a difference. It's not something that we normally talk about, but like I told y'all in the beginning, everybody has a bag, and their bag. Can you
That's
hear me?
right.
You can't hear me? You saying no? Can you hear us? We can't hear you. Maybe she got
Yeah.
to come back out. Yeah, her bag is different than everybody other people's, but I was excited about y'all learning about how this
Yes.
go. A lot of people don't understand it. They don't get it. But we're gonna go ahead on and let y'all get off. We're gonna have to go. We're gonna have to go. I think we gave y'all all her information on how to get
Yes.
in contact with her. Also, she is on Facebook. She's on Facebook. You could get her on Facebook, Instagram. I think Sister Tonya on Facebook. I'm trying to remember if
I
I put
mostly like Instagram for that for right now.
Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah, Sister Tanya. There you go on Instagram. That's
Yeah.
what it was, Sister Tanya on
Yes.
Instagram. So if
Thank you.
y'all want to get in contact with her on Instagram, you can DM her. Also, I think I put her phone number up. I'll put it up one more time. If y'all, so y'all can get in contact with her if you want to get y'all get one of her programs and start working with her. I know it's a good it's not costly. I know she'll make it easy for y'all to get payments or whatever. But Tanya, we got to get ready to get up out of here. I'll sit here and talk to you all day. I love you.
I love
It
you
is
too.
already
Thank
10
you.
o'clock. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
We'll be talking again. I'm gonna after I get mine. After I get my done. I think I'm gonna bring you back on and kind of I want to demonstrate to them how this worked through someone that you actually did. We're not gonna
Let me
tell
get
all my
mine done.
business, but we're gonna definitely give a idea, an example of how this work. Okay. So I love you. I will be talking you. Are you working tonight?
No, call me after this and give me information so I can start for you today.
Okay, I
Woo.
got you. So y'all see, get
Well, I
when
And
I
guess
get
I'll
Yvonne,
get
I'm
done.
in line.
looking
I'm gonna
forward to
get in line
hearing
after
from you.
Marvina.
I'm looking
Yes,
forward to
yes,
hearing from you, Yvonne.
Yes, ma'am.
We're
yes,
gonna
Yes,
help you
ma'am.
get off
yes.
that sugar.
Woo. All right then. Look,
That these
I'm
beaties, that beaties. We gonna get off that beaties.
Cause
I'm definitely going to be calling you.
Splenda is sugar, and it's a terrible cancer-causing sugar
That's true.
substitute. Nobody should be
Yeah,
eating that.
That's true.
nobody,
Oh, we gonna talk.
none.
Yes,
After
ma'am. I'm
today,
definitely
don't
Yep.
eat that
calling
no more.
Don't
you.
eat
Okay,
no more Splendor.
I received
All
that.
right,
I
y'all.
received.
Let me go ahead on and get off of here because I know you got to get ready for your show. I'm gonna go see your babies.
Yeah.
Stay in the back. Do not go nowhere. Do not go nowhere, ma'am. I'll see.
Oh,
I want to talk to you before we after we get off. Okay.
okay.
All right, y'all. I know y'all enjoyed that. This show was brought to you by Soroya Snaps. I'm gonna go ahead on and bring on her commercial right quick.
I just want to just come on here and give y'all just a rundown of everything that I have going on. I will be posting this flyer, which is a special that I'll be running for studio shoots. There will be other options as well. I know graduation's coming up, Father's Day's coming up, Mother's Day's coming up. So I wanted to just give a general sale, but also letting y'all know that it's open for other shoots as well on location or out. So going forward, when it comes to booking while I'm there, I will be requesting for you to give me a text message on the number on the flyer so that you can book your booking. Due to me being there for just a month, I want to make sure that I'm able to get people in at accurate times based on the studio availability as well as my availability. So if you have any questions, just feel free to send me either a DM on Instagram or text the telephone number on the flyer so that we can make sure that we keep in touch and be able to book whatever you need while I'm there. So I hope to see everybody that is expected to shoot. I hope to see familiar faces as well as new faces. And then please feel free to just send me a DM or shoot me over a text message if you have any questions. Thank you, and I hope to see y'all soon.
Hello. Okay, so we got that one done. We want to go ahead on if y'all want some shows. She's almost leaving. She will be leaving the end of this month. So anyone here in Georgia would like to have some good family photography, it's very cheap. She got package deals. You can give her a call, let her know that you would like to have some pictures taken. She'll be also be back this summer. So I'll get that information for you. So if you want some summer pictures, we are definitely going to do. I mean, she's definitely coming back to do that. And before we go, I'm gonna let y'all know if you want to get in touch with Sister Tanya. Go back and look at our segment. You get all the information you need. And Yvonne, you could go ahead on, sweetie, and start taking us out.
Hey guys, join us where you can watch our Facebook, our interactive page is What's in the Bag. We have Motivational Monday, Talk About It Tuesday, Wisdom Wednesday, Thankful Thursday, and Friday. And then we also have our directory page, which is What's in the Bag with the question mark. That's What's in the Bag with the question mark. If you're not able to get into YouTube for our segments, you are able to go to What's in the Bag with the question mark as well as our interactive page. Also, you can take and find us on Twitch, and YouTube. What's in the Bag 21, no spaces. And with YouTube, we ask that you guys subscribe, like, and share. Help us grow that channel. And then if you guys want to give us a call, you can give us a call and talk to Marvina and I about any and everything. 833-520-9482, 833-520-WITB. We look forward to hearing from you guys.
All right, and if y'all also can support us on buy a cup of coffee. You get $3, $2, $5. You can do a $5 a month if you want. Just we got the film fest get ready to come up. We got some things we're trying to do. We want to start moving. We're going to move forward. That's one thing I love. Now that I talked to Sister Tonya, I'm gonna start thinking about the things that comes out of my mouth. Because that is definitely what my issues is. Sometimes, most of the times, I just speak. I don't think before I speak. So I'm gonna start thinking about what I say. So of course we got support us on Buy Me a Coffee. You can do .com if you want. You could give us a shout out up there for 3, 5, 10, whatever. We even got you could do a subscription on that page also. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all so much for being a part again of our great segment. This segment was a lamp until what I say, what I want to go. And I believe that doing this course with her will help out a lot of us. So come on and call Sister Tonya and learn what y'all career issues is and why y'all not where you're supposed to be today. Go ahead, BFF.
Yes, John. Look, call Sister Tonya, reach out to her, and find out what your purpose is. What your purpose?
Yes, wonderful.
And with that being said, live your best life, baby. It is a beautiful day. Every time that God wake us up, it's beautiful. And as always, stay blessed, be a blessing, and have a blessed day. I love you guys, and Marvina and I.
We love you. Thank y'all. See y'all on next week. Thank you, Chanel. Thank you for everything. Y'all, thank for all y'all for coming on, Cindy. Regina, I don't even know her name as that. I know her as Keisha. So she gonna be mad because I said that. And everyone else who came on above to check us out. And we will see y'all on next Saturday. Love you. Have a wonderful week. God bless you.